Okay. Look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. Say it, what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, play. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog. Be tame. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay, and that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Dion Lewis, the ball.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the bootleg, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing Jones. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Jones 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Shepard. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Giants.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line.
First down, New York.
Now Lewis here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Lewis, the ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Young on the tackle.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At the 25-yard line, Washington will take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
His own 3-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Washington, nothing.
2nd and 9. This is Henry. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Brought him down. A gain of 3 yards.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Following the turnover, it's Haskins escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Buying time is left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Caught right side, Tate.
Complete to Golden.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Jones on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Extra point.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Graham Gano set to kick.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's good.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
That's good.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. This one completes to Kelvin Harmon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And a completion there by Haskins. And you think back to the 2019 draft, both Dwayne and his counterpart on the other sideline, Daniel Jones, 1st-round picks in that draft. Jones taken 6th, Haskins 15th, and they might be seeing a lot of each other for quite a while here in the NFC East. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Slick, that's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Haskins pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington has made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
For Giants 21, Washington 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And now off to the races.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And he's into the clear. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Big yardage that time for Washington. 56 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 8. It's a big run there by Henry. And even 50 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. On the move to his left. That's caught by Penning. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Play action. Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Graham Gano on for the field goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down in the third quarter here in D.C. A second and 10 upcoming.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing again. Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Tate on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Jones, quick hitch, complete. It's Smith. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
42-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. 20, and now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Yo.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
Let's go, D. 54. Check. 54.
Again, it's Haskins. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Giants 30, Washington 20.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's complete to Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jones. That is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock.
Lewis.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Washington 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
He's brought down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He'll buy some time right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
48.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick it off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick it off. Out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the